Reading textbooks. One of my favorite hobbies.
Oh, hello. It's my Communications 309 class. How you guys doing? Oh, hey, Chris. What can I do for you? Why, sure I can. I'll take it from here, okay? Okay, everyone. It is me. It's Chris. I know this is a communications class, and this is sort of a professional presentation, but I want you to think of this as something intended for potential employers, because that's what this is. So it's not that you don't count, but they kind of count more right now. So think of yourself as a potential employer, and I think everyone will feel pretty good about themselves. So I'd like to start by talking about some of my past jobs and what I did for them. So this way you can kind of see some of the skills I've accrued over the years. Uh, in the year 2005, I started working for a movie theater. Some of the positions I held were actually I just had one position. It doesn't matter what it was. What I did was I cleaned up after others. That's the, probably the biggest thing you do when you work at a movie theater is you clean up all the stuff people leave for you. They leave all kinds of goodies for you, and you clean it up, and you clean the counters, and you also serve the food. So I made some of the best popcorn. I served some of the finest quality candy bars with a price to match, and I also served as an apologist for all the shady things that went down at that theater. Uh, Surprisingly, I decided to leave the movie theater business, and I ended up working for a company called Target. At Target, it wasn't long before they moved me into the garden center because they trusted me. Uh, when I was working at the garden center, I was in charge of the lives of hundreds, if not thousands, of plants. I worked at Target for a year, but I left Target and I worked for another company called Home Depot. At Home Depot, I was a cashier, but you know, Home Depot is a store for getting stuff done. You know, you use tools. So, potential employers, you could probably guess that I'm good with tools. Probably. Uh, Another summer, I worked for a company called Cha Cha. It's like KGB, but free. So, people would text questions, and me, with my superior research skills, would find the answers to this question. So, it wouldn't matter what kind of question it was, I would find the answer. Uh, did a good job at this. Later, I worked for a place called California State San Bernardino. No. California State University, San Bernardino. I worked for the housing department. I worked as a conference assistant. This meant that I was the liaison to thousands of guests that would come in to spend days, if not weeks, if not months, visiting this school. Uh, Not all these people spoke English, spaked English, spoke English. But you know, I made do. Some of my responsibilities were preparing their rooms, cleaning up after them, helping them find things. Basically give them a face to the school. I was kind of a go-to kind of guy. This summer I'll be working with housing once again as a maintenance assistant. So going back to that Home Depot good with tools thing. I'm your man. Let's see here. I currently work for the school as well as at the bookstore. You might have seen me around. Um, I work in the shipping and receiving department. Here you can see some of the other skills I have, like lifting heavy boxes and cooling down customers. Cooling down customers. Also, I'm sold a car on Craigslist recently, so I'm probably a pretty good salesman as well. And I'm dedicated to finding a job in the media that pays more than $8 an hour. I'm pretty good at getting jobs that pay $8 an hour, but I've got higher ambitions, believe it or not. Also, if you are in the media, and you want to know some of my past work, you can check me out on YouTube or whatnot. But I'm also on the iTunes Store. I have a syndicated podcast. There's 5 episodes, potentially 6 one day, but 5 episodes called Chris to Chris. I am on the iTunes store. You can search for me. It's kind of hard to find, but I'm there. Okay, as for I've said a lot of good things about myself. Some of the not so good things are that I once held I think he had to clean up that whole thing. Then, once I visited a hospital and I don't think that'll grow back. Then when I was 17, I started hanging with my cousin Rico. And he taught me how to he ended up trading for neither of which are legal in the state. A little more about me. I'd also like you to know my prospective employer. I'd like you to know that I like all of the same music, movies, food, and favorite sports teams. My free time, I like to spend it thinking about ways to improve company efficiency and cutting costs. So, you know a little bit more about me, Chris the Man, and I look forward to working for you, being your first and last go-to guy. You know, I want to work in the media, and I'm hoping that this video proved that. So, Chris, I hope I did a good job helping you out here. I think we can finish this off by saying that I'm all over this internet thing. I got a YouTube channel, a Twitter account, a Facebook, a blog spot, a WordPress, all of which have the same username to find me. It's hold on, let's do this right. Isn't Chris L. Isn't Chris L. So check me out on there, and hopefully I'll be making more awesome videos like this. So I'm gonna sign this off with a high five from Chris to Chris. See you guys.